So Chandra, I hear you were at CompTIA last week in Atlanta, where they do a great job educating the customers, the MSPs, MSSPs. What were your observations?
Yeah, I think Tom, it was pretty interesting experience to say, because this was first time I was visiting there, and one of the panel, which is like I will never forget about that. The vendors were there, MSPs were on those panels, uh, and what came out of that is almost 50% of the product which are bought by MSPs, they became self-aware or shadow IT. What does it mean is they have bought those for a 3-year contract, but they never get deployed to the end customers. And what they end up doing is they end up paying for those, and the customers are not getting any advantage of it. And sometimes they end up kind of footing the bill for something which they are not able to utilize. So one of my observation was I followed up with a few questions that, hey, why, that things are happening. And a lot of times, sometimes it's like, hey, cost of the product deployment is so high, so that's the reason they are not able to deploy. And sometimes they did not do enough of evaluation to see whether the product was really a good fit, which they can easily deploy and run as well. So a lot of wastage, more than sometimes they were talking is like 50% to 65% wastage of those licenses are happening in the industry. And even for the SMB and SME, which are being served by MSP and MSSPs.
Interesting. So how does Seceon do it differently?
Yeah, that's a great point. So you see in the Seceon case, we do not charge anybody upfront for just buying the license. There's no 3-year contract to sign, and you don't pay without doing the deployment. What we do is we always make sure a customer is getting the value, and then only they start paying for it. So that is a principle we instituted from in our organization from the day one, and that's what we have been doing. We definitely do not want to charge anybody who is like not able to kind of use the platform and then get the value. In our case, most of the time, even our team is the one which is helping the partner initially, and then they take over. So we do some hand holding for our partners to make sure there is a real deployment, and then only there is a charge for it when they collect the revenue from the end customer for the real deployment.
That makes a lot of sense, and it's a much better model for the customer.
Exactly.
And the partner.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tom.